Hey guys, welcome to Coding with Chris. All right, so sorry I had to push that back, but you know, work called, and when work calls, you got to go to work. So, but we're still gonna pull 2 hours today and have some fun. So here we are. So I did do a good bit of things, kind of in between episodes. I did a lot of refactoring. So I took a lot of the stuff that we had in main, you know, dealing with the buttons and everything, and I moved that off to a menus under a GUI subdirectory, a menu RB. Move that stuff out. So this now has its own tick, the menu, and we can kind of segregate that stuff and keep it from being messy. So there's still quite a bit more cleanup we could do and refactoring we could do, but I got to start there. So this is a little easier to walk through, I think. I've kind of reorganized things a little bit so that it's more together and not as repetitive. Like I'm just calling this set render target for each of these instead of having this listed out, each one of there. So this is a lot cleaner now. The other thing I did is I changed, this used to be called lookup, which didn't really make any sense to me. So I changed it to sprite pixels. Seemed like a little clearer name. And the other thing I did just this morning is I disabled all of the specs which was most of them at this point, that use Perlin noise, because of that issue we have where we're having to change the shuffle method call. I don't want the specs to keep failing every time I push this if I forget to fix that. So if we can find a way to fix that, fantastic. Otherwise, these will be pending specs, which actually, so now I only have actually one spec that runs. But we're really kind of all in the Perlin noisy mess, so we haven't had a lot to do with that yet. But we will get there. Anyway, I want to let you guys know about the changes. The other thing that I did is the big thing. We'll talk about this in a minute. This is an idea I had, and we'll talk through that. The other big thing that I did is in the world map. I now, when we're generating the temperature map, it where is it? It adjusts the temperature by the height, right? So if you remember before, the temperature map was basically just a straight line gradient from middle out. Now this uses the height map. Where did I put it? Adjust temperature. So it takes in the XY coordinate of the temperature. It looks up what the height is at the temperature, and it does a temperature drop off if we're above sea level. I defined a sea level constant, so it would be easier. So it just adjusts that. So now we have not only adjustments on distance from the equator, but adjustments based on height to the temperature. And so what we get is a much more interesting temperature map. So it should make, when we lay out the biomes, it should make that a little more interesting. So you look here, instead of just straight lines. Oh, also I added some nice drop-offs in colors and stuff. But you can see it's not just straight lines. It actually takes heights into account for this. Now our world map hasn't changed because I haven't changed the calc biome stuff. So, and that is in the tile, we got the calc biome. We just laid this out last time to do a little just basic things. And we will want to flesh this out, but that's not what I want to get into today. I want to try playing with some other things besides maps. We will come back to this stuff. And also, you know, this is if, and then else if, and if, and else, if. The idea I had was, what if I define these things like this? So each of these biomes that we define has a definition like this, right? And it's just got a range of values that it can be. So like the temperature for sand has, let's say it has to be, this is in Celsius, because it was easier to do 0 to 50 degrees Celsius than try to do 32 to 127 degrees. I was trying to get closer to real world temps, so 0 to 50 seemed like a good way to do it. So I converted to Celsius for the default. So let's say that the temperature for sand can be between, I don't know, I'm not real good at Celsius, so let's say 5 to, and this would be like beach sand, not desert. So let's say 5 to 25, right? Because 25 is like room temperature, 70, 75, something like that Fahrenheit. And the moisture needs to be, moisture is in a decimal percentage, so it would need to be from, let's say, like 0.8 up to 0. Or up to 1.0, right? Okay. So, and then I define one of these hashes for each one of these. Then when I go to calculate, all I have to do is I actually, after I started this, I don't need water. If we're below sea level, we're water, right? So this doesn't change, but else I just start rolling through this hash of biome definitions. And if my height is in this range and my temperature is in this range and my moisture is in this range, it's this biome, done. And we just roll through each of these hashes and check that. One of the things this lends itself to is I can read this in from a definition file, which means this becomes easily moddable and definable outside of the program. So I think I'll start working it that way. But I have to go out and just kind of make decisions, or somebody does. You guys can take a stab at this if you'd like. Make decisions about what each of these definitions should be based on height, temperature, and moisture. One of the other things I realized that we had forgotten was we need a mountain biome. So we'll have to add that to the thing, and that would be 0 and 40, right? But we don't have that in the sprite sheet yet, so we'll add that later on. All right, so now what I want to do is I want to get to a couple of things I want to do today. One is when we have the world map, the player needs to be able to say, okay, I want to choose this cell and this is where I want my starting map to be, right? And then we want to gen up a player map area based on the biome of the cell they've selected, right? And we want to prevent things like you can't select an ocean cell as the starting biome and that kind of stuff. So let's start thinking about what we need to do that, because I really don't know. So the first thing we need to be able to do is to select a spot on the map. So if we how are we going to do this? So what I want really is, I think under GUI, no, I think I'm going to make a new folder called controls, and a new file called player input. Why not? And learn how to type. So if I want that in my main, I've got to require that. Right, so now we've got that in. And I think I want to do these as, I don't want to have to instantiate this class. I think I'm just going to make it a class level method module. Actually, I don't actually need it to be a class, do I? I probably should just make this a module. I think that's how we're going to want to use it, right? No. I'm incorrect. We want a class. Okay. So let's take a look at the docs and see what we need to do to get, because basically what I need right now is a click. Did you left click somewhere? And we actually have that in our menu because we're checking left click. So I actually probably would want to define something like this in my player input. Right? Where am I calling this from? Ah. But that's taking a button. I'm not clicking on a button for this. So what I need to do is I need to, I know this is simple stuff for most game programmers, but it's not me. All right, so I think what I want to do here is define a let's define a mouse left click to see what we've got here. Did I click the left mouse? So, so I want not that, but the args inputs mouse click. Now, how do I know from in Dragon Ruby if that's a left click or a right click? I don't know how to tell that. It's just click, but how do I differentiate between left and right click? Oh, good God. 1900. All right. Your right click. Well, somebody's got to know. You would think this would be a simple thing to figure out. Args inputs left. Oh no, that's buttons left and right, up and down. I want mouse. Oh, here we go. Ah, mouse button left. There we go. Aha! Okay, so I don't really have to define, and this makes no sense because I've got that already. All right, rather than coming in here and doing this player input yet, let's just work it out here first. So I've got all that stuff. So let's do if args input mouse no dot button left, was that it? Yeah. So if we do that, we're clicking somewhere. If okay, so if it's on one of those buttons, I don't want to do anything. So we've got to see if it intersects with any of these rectangles. But what if I do... Hey, Wales. How you doing? Welcome. What if I do args state? Oh, no, that's trying to do a state variable with that is going to be a real pain in the butt. All right, let's just, for simplicity's sake, all right, how would I check which XY tile I'm in? Oh, that's a good question. So if I've got, let's see here. So if I come and I click here, let's say, how do I know that's where I am? Based on my mouse X and Y, because my mouse X and Y doesn't necessarily translate to my tiles X and Y. So wow, I don't know how to do this, but let's see what we can do. So if I have that, then how can I tell what's underneath it? So I've got an array of tiles with XY positions, but that's a tile index. I don't know how to translate that to a mouse XY index. All right, let's see if I've gotten this far first. I think that's right. Is that right? X, Y, and the thing. Yep, yep. Oh my good lord. Wales, I'll get to you in just a second. I gotta get rid of the stupid spammer. Dipsticks. You need to calculate the mouse screen position against the tile position on the world map. Yeah, that's true. What I don't know how to do though is, so let's say All right, let's take a look at this. Think about it logically. Hello. Whoa. What died? Did this screw things up? It did. Uh-oh. All right, we'll look at that. Okay, but let's say, for instance, that I've got my map laid out. So we know this is 1280 by 720, right? And I've got my map exactly 1280 by 720. And I calculate that on a 1-to-1. Well, now, eventually, you're going to be able to zoom this map in and out. So when I allow that, how does that translate? That's going to be... I gotta... How do I find out what's under here? Because all this is a sprite at this point. Ooh. That's going to be interesting. All right, now, but one problem at a time. All right, so why did this break things? So if args, let me just see if this broke things. That didn't. So, oh yeah, it did. Things seem broken. So I can't do that? Oh man. Really broken. Why would this break things? Okay, I don't understand that. Oh, so I think I need to check the click first. If I clicked, then check and see if it's the... Gotcha. I think that's the issue. Right? Args inputs mouse click. Yeah. Then this stuff. That's got to be it, right? Because first I want to check if it's a click, then I check which button it is. Still not sure I fully comprehend what the other one was doing. No, that doesn't work. Huh. Not input. Oh. Thank you. Stupid mistakes. Okay. So now if I were to click somewhere, I should... Ooh. Oh, and also outputs. I have really got to remember that those are plural. It assumes I'm declaring, because I was my next question was going to be, well, why didn't that fail? That would be why. All right, so now if I click somewhere, I get a little label. It doesn't stick around, but I get it. So I've got my mouse coordinates. I know when I clicked. So what I'm going to have to do now is figure out how the hell I'm going to translate this to a tile to get tile information. Also, how do I get this to stick around? All right, so my tiles, so let's take a look at how we're building this sprite. So what my tiles do, they have this information, which is what we're going to want to get to. So I'm going to want to get to this tile object. But I'm going to have to figure out... I'm going to have to take my mouse position. Okay, so what I'm going to do... Probably much nicer ways to do this, but oh, I might not need to check click. Yeah, so I was having a problem before because this wasn't inputs. Let us find out. That's likely a good point. I got to remember to stop shutting cave lords down every time. That's got to be a habit, but I don't need to do that. Ah, look at that. You're so right. Now, I would actually like it to stay, just click and it stays, but that's a different problem. But now I've got this stuff. All right, so I should... No. So... let's put the Y in there. Actually, I don't need to do all that mess. Let's just put... I know this is real slow, boring stuff, but kind of got to learn it. Oh, hey. What's... Oh, that was just weird. All right, so up here is my 720, right? So the bottom is going to be 0, 0. This will be 0, 1280. This will be 720, 1280. Or 1280, 720. Right, right. Okay, so... get rid of that. I thought I needed that, but that was a mistake. Now, how do I translate? So if I've got... If I know my tile size...
Dance off, bro. Me and you.
Hey, thanks for the follow. 68 stocks 20. I don't understand it, but I like it. Glad you're here, solving my problems. All right, so now what I want to do is say, all right, so if my tile X is going to be my that. So if I'm at 0, 0, I need to take... My tile is going to be 0, 0. But if I'm at 0, 4, because my tiles are 4 by 4, my X is, my tile X is going to be 1. So I need to take my mouse X and divide that by my tile size, which I have defined in my world, I think. World.tile size. Right? Yeah. world.tile size. And then I want that to be an integer, so I'm gonna round that up. No. I want to round it down, because that or anything above it up to the next integer needs to, yes. So I never round down. How the hell do you round down in Ruby? I've never actually had to round. Ah, floor. Duh. All right, right? So then it's going to be the same for Y. My tile sizes are always square. I'm not going to go with rectangular tile sizes in this game. That's, I got enough problems. So then I want to put my tile X and my tile Y out, and we'll see what we get. Right? That sounds reasonable, doesn't it? I don't know. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. All right, so hit, whoa, 40. Tile side doesn't exist on world. It doesn't? Oh, because I'm only, because that's, yeah. Can't do it that way. What am I thinking? Oh, so where am I gonna? So where I'm calling my world map, I initialize that with the tile size. That's here. No, I should have access to. Oh, yeah, I got to do the instance. Okay. Keep forgetting that's a singleton class. Okay. Are we happy now? Wrong button. All right, it's guaranteed to work, right? Oh. Works, but I can't see it. So... no, I just need to move the Y down. So let's say plus 20. Right? I need to turn the map generation off while we're doing this. Good grief. I mean, it's not horrible, but still. Okay, so let's see. If I'm down here, move thing. I'm at 1 1 or 0 1 1 1 2 1 3 1 4 1. Oh, holy crap! I think that's working. So. Holy crap, that's working. All right. Oh, bitch, we figured it out, chat. Okay, so now what that means is... I know, right? I love it when things work. All right, so let's get rid of this. And let's get rid of this. What I want to put out now is I want to get the tile. I reference the tile. That is my world map. come on now. Yeah, the map is the array of tiles, right? Yes. And that map is assigned to world.world map. Right. Okay, good. Tile X by tile Y. And of course, we'll eventually want to have like a get tile at method that'll do all this nice stuff for us. So let's do this. Let's no nuggets. Let's see. Let's do X is that. Y is that. And text is going to be, let's call it tile.x, tile.y, and tile.biome. I think I have that accessible. Oh, yeah, we could show the height value, temperature value, moisture value. Cool. I mean, we'll worry about pretty in a minute, but alrighty. Let's see what we get. Oh, we got broken. What? What did I miss here? Does tile not have an X and Y of it? Oh, it does not. Well, let's fix that. That'll do it. I think that'll do it. Haha, it did something. Ooh. Method X doesn't exist on world map. It doesn't? I'm not trying to reference it on world map. Let's simplify this for a second. Get rid of those variables. We got X, Y, and our text is get rid of a bunch of this stuff. I don't have all the extras in there. So it's saying it doesn't have an X on world map. That's not true. All right, let's see if it breaks again. Yeah, it does. All right, so let's do world.instance.world map. What is that? Whoa, what the hell? Well,
this sucks more than anything that has ever sucked before.
What I did there. Try that again. Let's see here. All right, so let's open this up. World instance. What is that? Okay, which is good. World.instance.world map.
Oh my god! They killed Kenny! You bastard!
I'm confused. All right, so world map is a one of D's. And it, oh, it's not the array. Generate world map passes back this, but what does it pass it back to? World map.map. This is what I'm trying to get to. That's the array tiles. Where the hell am I calling this? Not here. Oh, I think I'm an idiot. What I could, oh, ho, ho. Yeah. I want to do something like this. This is what I want to do. Oh, I already have tiles. And I'm never filling it with anything? Well, I'm an idiot. Okay. Hey.
Jeez, I'm an idiot.
Yeah. It's okay, chat. I'll recover. So let's just do this. And that means I should be able to... Where am I at? Here. Should be able to do that. What are you griping about? Oh, fight me. RoboCop. RoboCop's a movie. Okay. Oh. Oh. Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, I went off the map, so I get that. That's an acceptable goof. All right, let's put all the information back and see what we get. It's grassland. It's got values. This is water. Oh, you hadn't seen Singleton and Ruby? Yeah, it's really easy to implement too. Yeah, I mean, I know that there's this arg state thing where I could carry stuff, but I didn't want to... I want to keep all my data classes separate from my presentation stuff. I still want to kind of treat this like an MVC structure is what I'm trying to do. So that's desert, goofy looking desert. That's sand, water. Holy hell, this is working. Look at that, chat. I've got, I know. I have a soundbite for this.
This is the coolest thing I have ever seen.
Yep. Okay. Now I know how to get to the tile. So now that I get to the tile, I know what the biome is. So now all I have to do is now I have to see if I click on a particular tile. Thanks, Wales. Appreciate that. It only took me an hour to do what most game devs could do in 3 minutes. Fine, we're just hanging out and having fun, right? It's how you learn. It's how you learn. Whoa, what did I do? Oh, is that just... Oh yeah, that's just griping about my... catching up with my frame rate. All right, so now what I need to do... I know which tile I've clicked on. Now what I would like to do is... game dev needs 1 hour to do what web dev does in a minute. Yeah, fair enough. This is true, because good God, I could put a drop down on a form in about 3 seconds. It's gonna take me a while to do that here. All right, so what I want to do is when I click here, figure out how to do this. When I click here, I want it to just pop up a little window with the information about the tile and stay there. And if I click somewhere else, it changes that information, right? So what I need to do is design myself a little window. So let's call it a tile info window, because I like that. We'll pass the tile in, and we'll also pass args in, because that has to go every damn place. Gotta be a way to make that a little... I know there's a way to make that a little nicer, because something in Smog I saw, one of the packages, put some tooling in so that you have, instead of having to do like args, you can just do inputs, outputs, and it's kind of global. So I want to look at that and see how they've done that, how they tooled that up. But I'm not to that I'm not there yet. Just one thing at a time, brain. Come on, just do the next thing, not all the things. All right, so what I want here is... Okay, I can't remember what all my little bits are here for graphics stuff. They're all called. Labels, lines, borders. So what I want, it's a border. What can I do with that? Unfilled rectangle. That's exactly what I want. No, it's not. I want a filled rectangle. So it's not borders that I want. It's just a solid. Yep. So I'll just send another solid to primitives. Locked up here. Let me see where I think in tile I'm doing some other stuff, so I can... This is a solid. All right, so we want this structure. Yikes, what is going on here? Computer's going all kinds of goofy. Stream okay, guys? My computer started bouncing all over the place. Weird. All right, let's figure out. Okay, good. Thank you. It's my computer having a little fit. Hey, Feta. How you doing? Oh, good, good. All right, so I've got to get me a new mic boom arm. This thing is getting rickety. So I want the box to be near the mouse. So I want let's give it an X and a Y. Let's pass that in. That'll be easier than recalculating it. All right, so we'll just take the X and the Y. That'll be fine because that'll just be the mouse position. Width and height, we'll make it, I don't know, let's start with 50 by 50 and just see where that is. Probably not big enough, but we'll adjust it. Red, green. Let's just do a gray, mid-gray background here. And we can make it, let's make it a little bit see-through. I think that'll be nice. So if, yeah, there were new methods discovered. Good boy. So if that, then tile info window with my X and Y. I should probably do this. Not only will it clean up the code, it makes it so it doesn't have to recalc that stuff, which probably in this case isn't a big deal, but it makes this nicer to look at, so we'll do that. We pass the tile and then we pass the arcs. Great. Now, too many lines. Oh, bite me. All right, so here we go with, that's not what I wanted. Where's my box? I bet because I'm putting it on primitives, it's showing up. No. Because that's stacked last, right? So, oh. Chat, what you let me do that for? I don't want the label there. Let's just see what we're getting with this other thing. All right, I'm getting a box. Not big enough. I thought I turned the label. Oh, I must have done that afterwards. Yeah, I did. All right, so I'm getting the box. Not near big enough. We can fix that. My encoding's overloaded. Well, I'm looking at my stream stats here and make sure. Oh, I think we're okay. Getting less than 1% frame drop, so should be fine. You guys just let me know if the stream starts acting weird. I may need to get a new cooler in my PC. This one's getting a little old. I just had to replace my wife's cooling system in her PC this morning because her radiator started making a god-awful noise. She's got a liquid cool in there, and it was, oh my god, it was horrid. And now I'm thinking I'm gonna have to do mine pretty soon. Oh, let's see. So I got the thing I wanted. All right, so let's make this 100 by 4. Oh, no. Let's make it. Here, we'll try that. See how it goes. All right, so what I actually want to do is we will call that no, let's call it box. Because I want to put that out and then I want to put some labels out. But they need to be relative to the box. So, no, they don't. They just need to be relative to the XY. I know where the XY is. Yeah, I do. Okay. All right, so let's do... Let's start labels, and we will give a X of X plus 10, a Y of Y plus 10, so we have a little padding in there, and then a text of okay, so that's one line, and I want to put temperature value. Does anybody know the thing for degrees? I mean, it'd be a little nice to have a little degree symbol here, but I'm not going to worry about that too much right now. If somebody happens to know, great. And then we want the elevation. No. I don't know how to calculate that yet. It's fine. Let's just put the height value there. We'll want elevation, but that's and then I want the precipitation. Moisture value times 100%. And then we need to move these labels down a little bit each time. So start with moving them down by 10. See how that does? I don't know how tall this font is, but let's just see where we're getting here. Right? Oh God, blew things up. I did it again. Chat, you're supposed to be catching me on this stuff. All right, guaranteed to work, right? It did. It's, I mean, it's the we got to do some rounding and some prettying up, but and these are not at the right place. So that's weird. If my XY on the XY on the box, huh? start that one at 1010 and let's go up by 50 each time. And then I want to round this. Now let's just floor these. Okay, let's see how things are looking now. That's weird. Where's that? So the XY. Why would plus 10 not be moving it up? That's a weird thing. All right, well, let's do this then. Let's go with there, right? I mean, sure. Yeah, that's fine. All right. I mean, we got a box. I need to round that height value. Got the syntax for round. I don't do that ever. Is it just round 2? Yeah. I mean, with Ruby, I should have just known that, because you can just, you know that. So my formatting here. All right, so I don't need this to be 400. I only need it to be, let's call it 250. Right? All right, let's see what we got here. We're getting close, guys. This is getting better. Now I'd want it to show up when I hover instead of having to click, but you know, this is, oh, this is perfect. Now I'd like to highlight the cell, and I'd like to be able to zoom in and out. Also, if I click this, I want that to stick. Also, I want to make the alpha a little bit higher. I don't want it that alpha. So, all right. So one of the things I'm going to do is we are going to Did I miss the degree symbol? Yeah, but I don't know what the thing is. So what's the I don't know how to get that in a Ruby string. Okay. All right, let's find out. Let's just find out, because otherwise that's gonna go away. I mean, I don't want want to sign in anything. Do. I mean, these are the kind of little nitnoids that I shouldn't be spending time on, but I'm going to because it'll drive me nuts if I don't. Alt 0176. Well, that didn't work. Well, that certainly didn't work because that's, yeah. I don't need you up. Go away. Surely there's a VS Code plugin for that. How the hell do I do that? There's got to be a way to do that. Screw it. I've already spent too much time on it. All right, here we go. So now the next thing I want this to do is to, I don't want to have to hold the left click down to do that. I want it to just stick around. So what I need to do is args.state.info window visible is true. Right? Right. So then I want to do this outside. Yeah, so I am going to have to do this out here because I don't have X and Y. But what are you going to do? So I want this always to run and return unless state dot this, right? I also have to assign the tile. Right? Turn and list that, and also and state click top. Yeah, because we don't want that to be nil. Right, okay, good. See how I goofed this up? There's no way in hell I got this right the first time. So nothing yet. Click. Oh, I'm not holding down the button anymore, but it's not updating the value. It's moving the position, but it doesn't update the value. Okay, that means why would it not update the value? Oh, because I didn't actually click. Oh. Oh. Interesting. I need to actually move this, and I don't need that. We just calculate the tile there. I don't pass it in here. I don't need this thing. Nice. I think that'll work. So then I don't even have to, well, I have to click to get it started, but then I don't have a way to shut it off. But okay, so I'm not holding the mouse button down. I'm just moving the mouse and it's following me around. So that's nice. I like it. Seems to be correct. Water. Sand. Yeah, I think that's good. That is not the correct thing for desert, but whatever. Good. Oh, I'm so happy with this. Now, I think rather than getting this thing to follow my XY around, I think it would be better to just park it in the bottom and have the values update as I... Oh, but then I can't go down here. Yes, I can. Yeah, that won't interfere. Okay. Yeah. All right. So, whoops. Yeah, I know, because I moved outside the thing. We still got to put some clamps on the... I got to make sure the X and the Y is in the visible window and not, or in the, that it's valid. So, I also want to move this to a lighter... See, lighter is going to be higher. I want a lighter gray. If I do this. And then I don't want the XY at XY. I want it at... So the bottom's going to be 0. So I want the X or the Y at 0. And I want the X at 1280 minus 300, so 980, right? And it just stays there. And then the information just updates. So actually, I just want it always there. I don't even care about whether I've clicked, which means I always want that on there. Oh, this just got a lot simpler. Okay. That's nice. Okay, so I don't have to worry about then this. What I do need to worry about is X is greater than 1280 or Y is greater than 720, right? Is that correct? Oh, all right. Yeah, I forgot to. So that's set, but I forgot to set the labels. So let us use The y is 0, so we just do this. And actually, I think I want these. I want this at the top. This at the bottom. Right. And then I need this to be 990 constant, right? That should... Did I save it? No, I didn't. Okay. Man, we're accomplishing a little bit. Nice. And I can still come down here. All right, now what if I go out of bounds? Boop. Oh, but I forgot to check less than this. Oh, it already can't go less than that. Okay, so, oh. What? Well, the other thing we can do is, okay, just for safety's sake, unless that, right? Because then no matter which way I go, come on, you gonna reload? I think I've got too much stuff going on in the background here. I think what's happening on the reloads is that, oh, I've got an error in here, but I think the things are starting to get backed up. Oh, yeah, you think that's an error, but it's, let's just start this. Oh, thanks for showing up, Wales. Appreciate you being here, man. Hopefully see you next week. Yeah, what did I do here? Oh, return if unless. That's not a thing. I mean, why didn't it know what I meant? Damn it, Ruby. Okay, so seems to be okay. I can go out of there. I can go out of there. I can go out. I can go out of the. That's weird, but okay. Why does that act differently if I go off the top? Why does it get rid of the... Just... I don't understand that. Okay, but it's not blowing up, so good enough for now. And that's... I mean, this is less than pretty. This isn't the best UI, but... And it still keeps all that stuff because what it's doing is it's mapping to an array and not the actual image, which is good. So all of our different maps are working. All right. Wow. That was harder than I thought it would be, but hey, there was a lot of learning going on there, so sorry if that took forever. All right, so one of the things I'm going to do off camera in between is start setting up the biome sets so that this map looks a little more reasonable. But the other thing I want to do now is, well, we want to put this, commit this, so we've got it. But then I want to start being able to select a thing. If I click on one, I want to select that as my starting location. Right? This is just hideous. I don't like this all stacked like this. It's making me barf. Probably a shortcut key to do this automatically, but I don't care. Okay. I actually have zero need to do that either. There. Now I'm happier. All right, we're getting this stuff. I'm learning. I'm starting to get the hang of this Dragon Ruby thing. My brain is starting to work a little differently now, which is good. All right, so now let's commit this. Yeah, God. I don't want to put the control stuff in there yet. Because in fact, I want to get rid of that for now. Hold on. Dang it, don't you hate when that happens? Got a good sneeze coming on and it just goes away. Sucks. All right. All right, so we've put that away. Now we can keep hacking on. All right, so now what I want to do is if I click on a tile, I want it to lock that information in and come up and ask, hey, do you want to make this your starting location? So now I need a click. Let's just call this try map click. Okay. We'll pass an args there. Because always got to pass an arg. We will pass an X. No. Don't need to pass that because I can just look at it. So return unless args.mouse.click. Is that right? Input.mouse. Okay, so if I haven't clicked anything, fight me. Right now I'm not going to differentiate between right and left click. We'll deal with that later. So now I want a message to pop up. I want to lock in that. All right, a couple of things I want to do here. First off, let us add the info window. Another label. Make this a little taller. I want this tile.x, tile.y. I want to know which tile I'm in so I can keep track of that. Then I want to, if I've clicked on a tile, I want to lock that in. Okay. So I could put something that would be a dot. Thank you. I need a get tile at. Yep. All right, so let's do that. Get tile at XY. We need this. Yeah. Except I don't need this in here. Oh, wait, no. I do need that because the tile size is actually defined in here. Yeah. Initializing. Oh, I'm just setting the tile size there. All right. Yeah. So I want this to do that. Then I want to do that. Yeah. Yeah. So instead of this, I want that, and this is irrelevant, and we want to that, right? Right. Oh, I'm gonna have a mess down here. That ain't gonna work. Okay. Go. Yikes. I do. Oh, yeah, I got rid of that. Or her. You gonna reload for me? No? Okay. All right, so this shouldn't have changed because I'm just using that get tile at. I've just refactored, right? Yep. And I'm fine here, and I'm fine here, and I'm fine here. A little weird that it goes slow, but okay. Then what I need. Let's get rid of this garbage. Don't need that anymore. And then I need another one of these down here. But I need that to be this. Right? Okay. So now I'm getting where I clicked. I'm getting the tile and setting the tile. So so I want this to freeze here. So I want to stop updating this. So if I've got something in the click tile, I don't want to be running that anymore. I think though that I'm going to be one off because I need to I need to do this first, or what's going to happen is it's going to set to the last one I was on. I'll do the click and then this won't update and it'll get locked at the one at where my mouse was, the one before I clicked, right? The tick. So which could be the same, but may not be. Right. Okay, let's see how this goes. I don't have anything. Because I never initialized this. Okay, so now if I click, I think I got that backwards. That should be if. Numpty. If it's nil. Oh, can I do this in mruby? Because that's prettier. Okay, so now it shows up here and then click. Now it goes away. Okay, I don't want it to go away. So I still want it to, okay. All right, so if that's nil, get the tile. Otherwise, the tile is this. Yeah, that. I think I'm gonna have to wait for it to reload again. All right, so I'm moving around. Yep. I had 2 reloads in there. All right. Okay, moving around is all good, and then I click, and it locks. Aha! Then I click again and it locks to a different one. All right, now, next step is bring up a little window in the middle and say, do you want this to be your starting location? If they say no, then unlock that again. Oh, this is, we're making progress, guys. I love it. I mean, we got to do a lot of refactoring here, but I'll do that crap off camera. Let's see. So that's working. Then we want to also, we want to have a, oh gosh. Okay. So this is going to get a little dicey. So we want to, ask start location. If state clicked tile no, unless if it's nil, I don't want to ask that. All right, so let's see. So I want to bring up a make another solid window. I don't want this one to have any let's make the background, I don't know, 50. I mean, these are going to be god-awful colors, but just something so we can see it. All right, then we don't want it there. We want it in the center of the screen. So the X is going to be 1280. Y is going to be and then this will be plus the height. We can make it pretty later. So let's say this is a width of 300 and a height of 150. Sure, we'll go with that. So X is going to be, God, I don't do this a bunch of times. All kinds of refactoring. So what's we'll refactor this later. So X, Y, good. And then we want this to be X plus 20, Y plus go. So plus is going to go up and to the right. Yeah. Start here, and then we want a Buton. Now I have in my little menu thing a Buton. So let's try this. Menu dot what am I doing with the map button? So I'm just putting them in that, and then I am okay. That dot primitives is okay. Menu button, the params dot primitives. So what do I need to pass in there? I need to pass not this column, the text. Oh, I've hard coded this row to 11. Arcs layout, yeah. Nuggets. All right, let's not worry about this then for now. We'll work this all better later. So I'm going to do this, and I want that on row. See, 12 rows, so I think row 6 is where I want it. And column is going to be um 24, so let's just call it 12. No, let's call it 11 with 2 cells in height, 1 cell. And then we've got to do I don't remember exactly what we were oh, because the button just returns this hash. Now I've got these. Okay. Oh man. That's a bit of a pain. All right. But let's just okay. Rectangle. I don't care about the color right now. Yada yada yada. Let's make this one the cancel button. No. Then I have to This is going to be a big cluster. I need to think about this. Let me first just see if we can get the start here thing going before I start implementing the buttons. I need to think about an easier, better way to do that. That's starting to get nasty. All right, so we've got all the coordinates moving. If I click, I get an error. All right. File serialize, what? Where are you? What? Menu 38. Oh. Why are you going there? Did I forget to take something out of here? Yes, I did. Okay. It's all good. Okay, so now I'm moving around here and click. Start here. Okay, so it brought, I mean, that's god-awful hideous. But it locked that in, and it's not moving around anymore. But if I click, I can get it to move. Now, design needs a lot of work, but we're getting there. So I'll add 2 buttons here. Probably more information, but start here. Yes. If yes, then we're going to generate the player map and go there. If no, then we will turn this off and unlock this by clearing out that state variable for the tile, click tile, right? So, but adding a button right now is not a simplistic thing. So what I'm going to do is I will get those added offline. I'm also going to see about cleaning up some biome stuff and making this a prettier map. But I am really happy with where we are at here. Let me get this to reload. I want to make sure things are tracking right, but I'm really happy with this. It's putting out the biomes where it's supposed to. I mean, giving me back the information where we've mapped it to the actual tile. Why that? Why am I seeing height values that aren't rounded? Yeah. What the hell is that? What the hell is that? I told it to round it. Oh, okay, that's just weird. But anyway, we figured out how to get our mouse mapped to tiles, which is good. So next time we'll try to finish this up. I'll put the buttons in here, but won't actually do any of the logic work till I'm back with you guys. But I want to figure out a better way to get the buttons in, because this is a little brutal. So we'll do that. I would like to get to zooming the map, but let's put that off for now. I want to move on to other bits. So next time we'll get this working, so it'll unlock this. We'll have the start yes and have that generate the play map. Then we can actually get into playable things like doing stuff with the pawns and putting buildables in and that kind of stuff, which will be more fun, I think. Although I've had a lot of fun with this. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, please make sure and like, subscribe, follow, just mash all the buttons and ding all the bells. You know how that goes. We will be back on Thursday night with Rubber Duck Dev Show. We've actually got a panel of folks on to talk about VS Code versus Vim versus RubyMine. So that ought to be a lot of fun. And then I will be back here next week at 3 p.m. again. Hopefully I don't have to move that one back. Shouldn't. Back here next week at 3. And we'll continue on with this. So I versus Emacs. That may come up, but we've got those 3 slated. We will see. But thank you all for being here. I will catch you next time, and until then, happy programming!